So what's going on, tool groupies? Backwoods Mechanic here. Today I've got a really simple tool review for you, and it's going to be a magnetic tray. Now, for those of you who haven't used these things, want to know why you need one, you've seen them in the store but you haven't bought one yet, you should really truly buy one. And you don't need the big expensive ones. Now, they make a wide variety of these. They got the little ones that's about this big, okay? It's about the palm of your hand. They'd fit in it real easy and you could put your hands over it. Then they got the big circular ones that's about half the size of this, shaped like a circle. They got the square ones. They got trays like this, and then they got the trays that's like two of these put together combined. They got big to small, whatever you need, whatever size you need it in, for whatever application you want to use it with. Now, these particular trays are very useful, and they're in a wide variety of name brands. You can get them in Gear Wrench, Husky, Duralast, Snap-on. Harbor Freight has them in Pittsburgh Pro, and they're probably the cheaper end of the ones that you're going to find anywhere. And really, it don't matter where you get them from as long as they work. This particular kind is Auto Craft, which you can pick up at Advanced Auto, CarQuest, Auto Value stores, place like that, wherever Auto Craft is picked up. They got them in Performance Tool name brand. They got them, I'm sure, in Cornwell and Carlyle. All these other companies have them. But this is your basic little brand right here. Run you about 10 bucks. Really worth having. This is part number AC3130 magnetic tray. As you can see, it is in the plastic and sitting on the side of this truck right on the edge. Now we'll flip it over here and it'll tell you everything about it. Stainless steel construction, ideal for storing small parts. Magnetic base allows the tray to be used vertically and upside down. Scratch resistant rubber coated magnetic base. Product is made in China. Now, of course, we will pull it out of the box here so you can look at it. You can see those little rib designs in it, and that's so it'll breathe a little bit whenever you put it on something, so that it won't have no suction to it. It's basically glued on here, and you can see the stainless steel. It's got two different magnets here, and the rubber is to protect whatever you're putting it on. Even if it's on the side of a vehicle, you pull it off, it's not going to damage the vehicle. And it's actually a pretty deep tray, so if you do got something that might roll around, you got little rubber parts or things like that you might put in there, it'll keep them from flopping around on you. So it's a nice deep little base here. Now let's see how it works. Now, as you can see, this is the door jamb on this truck, the door here. All I'm going to do is pick it up and put it right there. It fits in very odd places where you might not have a full magnetic base, but one of the magnets or the other will stick to it very well depending on what you're working on. Now we got a nail punch here. We're just going to flop that nail punch in there. And I got my basic little 8mm wrench. I'll stick it in there. Then I got a SK 9/16 socket. I'm going to stick it in there. And then I've got a 1 1/16 SK socket that I'm going to stick in there. Matter of fact, I might need to work on something and have to throw my keys in here. And as you can see, it's holding all this stuff on the edge of the magnet here. So these things are really worth buying. And if you're working on something, whether you're under the hood, you're underneath the vehicle, you don't want to lay down parts and let them roll off on you, you can stick this thing about anywhere that is metal. Anywhere that it'll stick to metal, you can use it. You can put your parts on it, and it'll keep you from losing them. It makes your life easier, and that's exactly why you should have one. Simply because it makes your life easier as a mechanic, as a do-it-yourselfer, as a weekend warrior, whatever you may be. These things have multiple purposes, even for people with hobbies. You got any type of hobby that involves something you need to put metal on, right here you go. And this little Autocraft set run you right around 10 bucks, 12 bucks most of the time. But you can get them in all kinds of name brands. Like I said, Craftsman has some. You got deals on them at Sears or Lowe's where you can get 2 or 3 of these in a case for $15. You get the big one like this, the small one, and the medium-sized round one. Just your preference, whatever you might need them for. But either way, these magnetic trays are multiple-use trays. You can pull them off and use them for a wide variety of stuff. Now, whether it'll hold all these upside down or not, we will see, and it does. So these are actually pretty strong magnets and well worth purchasing. So if you want to see more tool reviews, a little bit of everything, just hit that subscribe button, because when I get to about 1,101 viewers, I'm going to pick a good tool set of some kind, and I'm going to give it away to somebody who is subscribed to this channel.